All right, well, I wanted to upload this quick video that I think a lot of you are going to find helpful. It's when it comes time to sand hot mud. I've got 2 coats of 20-minute mud up, and I'm using a wet rag and a sanding sponge, and I'm going to go ahead and sand the edges down before I do the 3rd coat, and I'll be using an all-purpose joint compound on that coat. That's the next video coming up. So basically, I just take the wet rag and re-wet the mud, and then come back with my sanding sponge and just sand the edges down. I'm trying to get as much of the mud off as possible that's outside of the tape joint that I repaired the crack at. So it takes a little work, but what I actually did is the mud has only been set up for probably about 20 minutes. And now's a great time to drop in and start wet sanding the 20-minute mud. This also allows for a nice flat repair when it's all said and done. And this has a texture on it, so I will be doing a skip trowel texture to match the existing texture. I do take my hands and feel the tape joint just to see if there's a hump or a divot or anything. But this technique really saves you some elbow grease, because if you've tried to sand hot mud before, it basically doesn't sand. In my opinion, wet sanding's the only way to go on hot mud when you're sanding. Here's the other cracked tape joint that I had repaired when I put a furring strip in to keep the movement from happening. So I'll leave links in the description to all the previous videos on this project. This one's set up just a little bit more, so it's going to take a little more work to get it wet and get it sanded down. But in the long run, you always want to get your ceiling repair pretty flat before you do your last coat. I'm sure you've walked into places and spotted a ceiling repair because it's a hump. If you just continue mudding over this ceiling repair without wet sanding, you're going to end up with a hump, which is an eyesore to me. I can spot them from a mile away. So I'll let this just sit and dry out for another 20 minutes, and then I'm going to take the all-purpose joint compound and get to it. Leave me a hashtag drywall tube if you're enjoying my video. And if you want to step up your drywall, texturing, or painting game, be sure to hit that round icon in the middle of the screen now to keep up with all my latest videos. If you've got a friend that's a contractor or DIYer, be sure to share this video with them on Facebook or Twitter. Thanks so much for watching. There's more of my most popular video links down below in the description.